All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to tonight's volleyball match between the Detroit Lakes Lakers and the Barnesville Trojans. So this is our first crack at producing this via Huddle, via our YouTube channel. So bear with us as we work through this the first couple weeks here at school. We're very excited for it, so feel free, if you are listening and you do have my number and something goes wrong, send me a text. Or if you don't have my number, shoot me an email, please. But we're hoping work out the kinks here tonight. But exciting matchup. Sort of a homecoming for Detroit Lakes' head coach Rachel Solom, former student here, former player, former coach, coming home to face her old coach. So very exciting. DL is going to serve here first. Newell with the set. First point of the match goes to Detroit Lakes. Serving for them is Ava Jones. She's a University of Minnesota Duluth commit for volleyball. Grace Gunderson with the kill. And one thing when you watch Detroit Lakes, you see it right away, it's the size. I'm not sure in the Heart of Lakes Conference that you're going to see that size night in, night out. So definitely can tell that they are a 3A school. And that's an ace for Ava Jones. DL off to a hot start here. Be interesting to see how Barnesville handles this. Lots of inexperience on their starting lineup. But that's what these first couple games of the year are for. Haft with the return. Ooh, nice dig by Gray. That's a kill by Riley Johnson. DL's got all the momentum right now. Ava Jones serving again. Point DL. Good crowd here tonight. A whiteout for Barnesville students. And that's another ace for Ava Jones. DL off to a 6-0 start here. Barnesville's got to find some composure. And that is another ace by Ava Jones. Timeout Barnesville. During this timeout, I'd like to give a special thanks, and some of you may see it scrolling through some of our sponsors, but I'm just going to thank all of our sponsors: Lee's Electric, Four Hill Farms, Ratzell's Pool Hall, Barnesville Grocery, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Ball Green Construction, and Midwest Bank. Without them, this wouldn't be possible, so thank you for them and their sponsorship. And the plan will be to have, all those ads in the corner, and, as time goes on here too, and we get more familiar with this system, probably can do some commercials. So we're going to have fun with this. We're going to toy around with it and just try to figure it out as we go. All right, so out of the timeout, Ava Jones is serving for Detroit Lakes. Let's see what kind of adjustments Barnesville makes. And that is an ace by Ava Jones. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. But as I said before, she is a Division II commit, so you can tell by the way she's serving. A dig by Pana. They get it over. It's the return. Set. Abidjan. Oh, blocked at the net by Fredrickson and Johnson. And as I said before, that size of DL up front, you can see it right away. And subbing into the game for the Trojans, it's Elizabeth Mulcahy for Lexi Haft. Ava Jones to serve again. They're going to ask, and that is out. Nope, they're going to meet. Going to confer here, and that's the beauty about referees, right? You want to make sure you make the right call. Okay, point DL. So that serve was in. That was an ace again. So Ava Jones. Pana. Amelia Newell with the set. Abby John. And that's a kill by Grace Gunderson. 11-0 to start. It's quite the run. Barnesville returns. Here comes the set. Out. Barnesville gets their first point. So an interesting moment here. You know, you've been working to get that. Mallory Rasmussen into the game. But Barnesville here, how do you respond, right? You get down 11-0. This is a true test right here. You got the crowd behind you. As I said before, it's a whiteout, so it'll be interesting to see. And Amelia Newell is one of Barnesville's better servers. And that's a kill by Grace Gunderson. Very well set up by Detroit Lakes there. Gunderson with the serve. Point DL, so the score is 13-1 after that ace by Grace Gunderson. Rasmussen, into the net. The score is 14-1. You know, great start by DL. They came out, they were focused here. You can see their energy's up. They haven't let. And another ace by Gunderson. According to the stats here, that's 7 aces so far for Detroit Lakes on their serves. Tough spot for Barnesville right now. You know, you can see energy, body language here. They got to dig deep, right? Got to find their composure. John, and that's in, so there we go. 16-2 now after Abby John with the kill. Crowd comes alive a little bit. Right? Never say never. Pana with the serve. Gunderson from the back row. Nobody there for the Barnesville Trojans. 17-2 into the game. Number 16, Addie Willis. Coming out of the game was number 11, Logan Fredrickson. Gray to Newell. Haft. Into the net. Okay. Point Detroit Lakes. Serving is Haley Thielen. Set. Abby John with the kill. Score is now 18-3. Coming into the game is Auburn Hintz, number 10, for number 2, Kennedy Gray. Point Detroit Lakes. Serving for the Lakers is number 5, Riley Johnson. Kennedy Gray, I believe, just came back into the game for Abby John. Hana with the set. Bump by Gray. With the spike by Hintz, and that's out. The score is 20-3 here. With Riley Johnson serving. Gray with the attack from the back row, which that was her thing last year, right? Kennedy loved that on their run to the state tournament. Oh, great tip by Mallory Rasmussen. Read the coverage there beautifully. Okay, now serving is Sophie Fredrickson. Not Fredrickson, Sophie Frederick, sorry. That's a reference to Mr. Chad Fredrickson, AD over in Breckenridge. That's Addie Wills with the kill. The score is now 21-4. Amelia Newell with the back to Gunderson. Tell you what, Grace Gunderson is locked in right now. I don't know how you defend that in the corner and it's hit that hard. 22-4. Auburn Hintz with the tip. Ooh. Ava Jones finds the sweet spot in the back. The score is 23-4. Out. Point goes to the Trojans. Score is 23-5 with Lexi Haft serving for the Trojans. That is out. It is now set point for set one here for the Lakers. The score is 24-5 with number 16, Addie Wills, serving for the Lakers. Haft with the return. Kennedy Gray from the back row again. As I said, she likes that. That is her strength. And there it is, a kill by Gunderson to end the first set. Detroit Lakes takes the first set 25-5. All right, as we wait for the second set to start, an interesting matchup, as I was saying earlier. These are two teams that played in the state volleyball tournament last year in their respective classes. I believe Detroit Lakes placed 5th in 3A, and Barnesville did not place, but nonetheless made it down to state. So when we made this happen in the offseason, it was a very exciting matchup. And then we had the factor of Rachel Solon being their head coach and sort of the homecoming for her. So it was a no-brainer. But you got to love these matchups at the beginning of the season because it's, what they say, iron sharpens iron. So you want to play tough opponents, and you can learn a lot about yourself. So, Barnesville had a tough test on Tuesday against Ada, who's ranked 6th in Class A, and then Detroit Lakes is ranked 2nd in 3A. So didn't do ourselves any favors. And then Barnesville's next game will be next Thursday at home against Holly. Your conference rival, one of the teams that made it to the final 4 teams in the section last year. So another tough opponent here in the first 3 games. DL is out first out of the huddle. It will be interesting to see, when you take a set like that easily, how do you keep that momentum, right? How do you keep your foot on the gas pedal? And then for the Trojans here coming out of this, how do you respond, right? They came out and they sort of smacked you. So how do you respond to that? When adversity is thrown in your face, what happens? So it's going to be a test, for both teams here. So excited to see how the Trojans respond and excited to see how the Lakers respond. See if they can keep that momentum. Shout out to Susan Yeski as she walks out to her spot here. Very lucky to have my people, my line judges, Jill Schaefer over in the other corner too. Shout out to Kenzie Scogan, Ali Honrud, almost said Scogan, Leslie Schierick, and Sandy Meyer at the scorers table. If we didn't have those workers, none of this would be possible. Barnesville will start. Mia Newell here to serve. Big point here for Barnesville if they could get the lead. Never held the lead in that first set. Crowd picking up noise here, trying to get into it. Jones sets. Set. Pana with the... Okay, and the first point goes to Barnesville. Macy Pana with the kill. Mia Newell to serve again. And that's an ace for Mia Newell. Sort of a knuckleball serve where you can't really tell the rotation of that ball. So Barnesville up 2-0 here. Trying to grab the momentum and do what DL did to Barnesville in the first set. The bump, set by Jones. Logan Fredrickson finds that open spot right there in the front of Auburn Hintz. She went up like she was going to, spike the ball hard, but then it was just that nice and easy tip. Ava Jones to serve. Lexi Hafe with the set. Mia Newell to Auburn Hintz. Nice bump. Set by Ava Jones. Gunderson. Set by Newell. Auburn Hintz. Gunderson. Kennedy Gray digs that one. We got a nice volley going on here. Ava Jones with the set. Ooh, Riley Johnson just outside. That was a close one. Could have gone either way. But now Macy Pana to serve with the Trojans leading 3-1 over the Lakers here in the second set. The libero. There she is again, Grace Gunderson. She's been the one that's had the answer for anything Barnesville, tries to do. If they get any momentum whatsoever, she's the one. And now she's serving. Scores 3-2. Good effort by Gray, but that will be another ace for Grace Gunderson. And we should be all tied up here, 3-3. And that's an ace again for Grace Gunderson. And that, if watching at home, so that's her fifth ace. So her and Ava Jones both have 5 apiece. 10 aces, and we're barely into set 2. That tells you that one of DL's strengths is their serve. Fredrickson with the kill. Once again, it was one of those where it went up, looked like she was going to hit the ball a lot harder, but then just tapped it over. That's always hard when you're thinking one thing's going to happen. Gunderson serve. Off Gray's hands. And that's another ace. That is her 6th of the night. Lakers now lead 6-3. Gray digs that one out. Newell. Hafe gets it over. Thielen to Jones. Number 3. Daggett with the kill. So the Lakers now lead 7-3. Newell. Kennedy Gray. Gunderson, Ava Jones sets up. Ooh. Riley Johnson gets blocked, and I wasn't sure who that was, but nonetheless, that's a point for the Trojans. You know, something that Barnesville hasn't done a lot of tonight is getting their hands on those attacks. Abby John with the serve. Thielen with the return. Jones. Ooh, off Abby's John's hands. Point goes to the Lakers. It is now 8-4. You know, not that I played volleyball, but being a back row player and those where you don't know and you're right on that line, those are tough to, keep your hands off of. Mia Newell, Kennedy Gray. Returned by Gunderson to Jones. Great play by Auburn Hintz there. I think if she would have hit that one hard, it was going to get blocked, but she went up and just gave that a tap right over their hands. Score is now 8-5. Elizabeth Mulcahy checking in for number 10, Auburn Hintz. Mulcahy to serve. Gunderson to Jones. Mulcahy with the dig. Lexi Hafe. Net violation. Point goes Lakers' way. Riley Johnson to serve. You know, lefty, that's a little tricky too. We don't see a lot of lefties. It's just that size again. Addie Wills with the tip, with the block, I should say. Riley Johnson to serve again for the Lakers. Good dig by Mulcahy to Lexi Haft. Another good dig by 16 Wills. Gunderson. And that is out of bounds. Point Trojans. Score is 10-6. Lexi Hafe to serve. Gunderson to Jones. Wills. Pana. Oh, tipped. That falls in. That's a point Trojans. Score is now 10-7. Barnesville on a little run here. Lexi Haft. Good effort by Gray in the corner, but not enough. Point Lakers. It's 11-7. Lakers and the Trojans mini rally there. Serving is Daggett. I believe it's Helena Daggett. Okay, to Amelia Newell. Ashley Manival with the kill. 11-8. Kennedy Gray now serving for the Trojans. Crowd getting back into it. And there's an ace for Kennedy Gray. 11-9. Lakers are saying side out. Set. Gunderson's attempt is out. Point Trojans, 11-10. And the call is point DL. Okay, point DL. One of those close ones again where, right in, right on the line. Not easy being a line judge. But that's why he's up, and he made that call. So point Lakers, score is 12-10. Logan Fredrickson checking in. Pana. Oh, Amelia Newell. Sneaky play by Amelia Newell there. And that, as a setter, I never really know what you're reading when to do that. You see it often. Not often does it work. So, great play by her. Lakers lead 12-11. Gunderson to Jones. Back to Gunderson. Block. Newell with the set. To Pana. Out. Point Lakers. 13-11. Here comes Ava Jones to serve. Ava Jones on the night has 5 aces. So Barnesville's going to have a good return here. Newell with the set to Hintz. That'll work. DL got their hands on it, but stayed on their side. So that's a kill for Auburn Hintz. Macy Pana to serve. Thielen. Newell to Haft. Pana to Newell. Kennedy Gray from the back row. And that is out of bounds. Point Lakers. DL's crowd getting into it now. Gunderson to serve. And that is another ace for Grace Gunderson. Her 7th ace on the night. Gunderson with another ace. That's her 8th. Like I said, her and Jones. Their serves are just, I don't know. I'm not a volleyball expert. There's just something different about them. Right? It's got that sinking aspect to it. As it's coming at you, it's going down. Bump by Newell to Gray. Set Lexi Haft. Gunderson to Jones. Over to Daggett. And that is out. Point Lakers. Timeout Barnesville. So I'll take a minute here to once again, give a special thanks to our sponsors. So Lee's Electric, Four Hill Farms, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Barnesville Grocery, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Ball Green Construction, and Midwest Bank. And you see some of those images as they're scrolling through our screen there. The plan is, and we will have all those pictures at some point for every one of them. So just want to say shout out to our sponsors. As I said before, it's not possible without them. So Barnesville's got more life in this set. So I think it's a good time out here. Just regroup, knowing that all right, they're up 5 here. They need 8 to go here. You can't hang your head. It's not over. You got to find a way. We got to rally here. And Coach Asgard over there is dealing with a younger team. Your return two players with varsity experience from last year. So a lot of learning here, I think, the first couple weeks. So any time out you can get, you're going to take advantage of that. Okay, here comes Gunderson with the serve. Setting up Haft. And that's out. Point Lakers. And the score is 18-12. Newell back to Haft. She gets it across. Jones with the set. Johnson. Logan Fredrickson with the kill in the back left corner. No, they don't have her height listed. I'd be curious how tall Logan Fredrickson is. Grace Gunderson to serve. Pana to Newell to Haft. That was a good spot by Lexi Haft there. Point goes to the Trojans. Score is 19-13. Ashley Manival in for Kennedy Gray. Abby John to serve. Thielen to Jones. Hintz across, and that is out. Point goes to the Lakers. So we're at 20-13. Kennedy Gray in for Abby John. We have 17, Sydney Borgman in for 11, Logan Fredrickson. And I know we had another sub for the libero over there. Into the net. Point Lakers. Okay, serving again for Detroit Lakes is Sydney Borgman. A senior defensive specialist, I believe DS stands for. Pana with the set to Gray. Lexi Hafe sets it across. Jones sets up Gunderson from the back row. I'm going to steal one from Jack Michaels on 740 The Fan. Oh my Gunderson. I believe he has an advertisement for Gunderson. I'm not sure what it is. It might be a jewelry place, and he always says, oh my Gunderson. Scores 22-13. Hafe with a net violation into the net. That's always tough with your momentum coming forward. How do you stay out of that net? That's one thing I would struggle with if I played volleyball. Point DL, we are at set point here in set 2. Score is 24-13 with Sydney Borgman serving for the second set here, set point. Pana sets to Newell with Amelia. Gunderson across. Kennedy Gray to Newell. Auburn Hintz. Bump. Addie Wills gets it across. Auburn Hintz again. Finds that soft spot behind those two blockers. Your score is 24-14. Elizabeth Mulcahy coming into the game for Auburn Hintz to serve. Point goes to Barnesville here. 24-15. You know, if you're Barnesville, you just got to take it 1 point at a time. You got to stay in this moment. You can't look ahead. You can't think of the past. You got to focus on this point. And there's that open spot and that kill by Helena Daggett. And the Lakers will take the second set 25-15. And we'll take a little break here. For those of you listening at home, I'll put a little plug in for the rest of Barnesville's activities. Tomorrow, our football team will be hosting the DGF Rebels at 7 o'clock at our athletic complex. You have the 2A, Class 2A state champions versus the Class 3A state runner-ups. Couldn't ask for a better Week 1 matchup with two local powerhouse teams, you know, in their respective classes. Two teams that haven't played in a few years. It's going to be a great game. And then looking forward, and that game actually will be streamed on our YouTube channel. No commentary, But WDAY will be broadcasting. That'll be on their extra channel. It'll be also on their website. And then their WDAY radio will be covering the game as well. So there'll be a lot of media coverage of the game tomorrow. Looking ahead to next week, like I said before, our varsity volleyball team will come back into action next Thursday at home, the 7th, I believe, against Hawley. First day of school next week for us is September 5th, and we will have a JV football game at home that day against Morris. Next Thursday, I believe, we have a 7th and 8th grade football scrimmage over in Detroit Lakes. And then our 7th and 8th grade volleyball team next Thursday is going to play at Hawley. So busy week for us to start week 1 of school, and then our football team will be traveling to Roseau next Friday, which we know is a ways away. And that game actually will be at 6 o'clock next week because of travel. So when you have the Warroads and the Roseaus of the world, when you travel to them, it's a 6 o'clock game, and when they travel to you, it's also a 6 o'clock game. So DL's taking the first 2 sets here. Barnesville right here, it's easy. Your back's against the wall. What do you do? The easy thing is to, give up in a sense, right, and get swept. The hardest thing to do is to keep fighting, right? So just interesting to see how they, face this challenge, what they do with it. Because DL is rolling right now, right? They have all the momentum. You can see that the body language on their side is a lot different than the body language on Barnesville's side. We all know in sports, momentum's a real thing, and that can change at any second. Newell, Kennedy Gray gets it across. He goes Thielen to Jones. And that's a kill by Logan Fredrickson. That size up front's been an issue all night. Ava Jones to serve again. And that's out, barely out. You can tell she's obviously good at that, right? Because that ball barely missed that line. But point Trojans nonetheless. 1-1 game here in the third set. Macy Pana serving. Fredrickson's attempt is out. So point Trojans. Early lead here for Barnesville. Pana to serve again. Thielen to Jones to Gunderson. Good dig by Mia. Abby John's attack. Gunderson again. That's another kill by Gunderson. Gunderson to serve. Into the net. That might have been her first one of the night to go along with her 8 aces. So point Trojans, scores 3-2. Abidjan serves, sails out of bounds. Score is 3-3. Substitution here, number 16 in for number 11. So we have Addison Wills in for Logan Fredrickson. Haley Thielen to serve. Kennedy Gray. Set by Newell. Auburn Hinch gets it over. Jones with the set to Johnson. Good attempt by Mia Newell, but that sails out of bounds. Score is 4-3 in favor of the Lakers. Thielen to serve again. Good dig by Gray to Newell. Back to Gray. Thielen to Jones with the set. There's that spot. Helena Daggett. It's that back right corner. Point Lakers. Score is 5-3. Pana to Newell. Kennedy Gray calls for it and gets it across. Jones set. And that's a kill by Addie Wills. Good effort by Kennedy Gray over there, but couldn't get her hand underneath it. DL's on a little run here. Score 6-3. I believe Barnesville was ahead 3-2. DL's rallied off 4 in a row. Pana set to Newell. To Haft. It's blocked. Nope. Into the... Never got it over. Point DL. Scores 7-3. Thielen still serving for the Lakers. Newell tries the trickery again. Johnson gets it over, and that's a kill for her. The score is 8-3. DL's fans are getting into it. I should say their student section. Newell set to Auburn Hintz. Blocked by the Lakers, but tipped out of bounds by the Trojans. So point Lakers. Lakers are on a 7-0 run right now since the Trojans had a 3-2 lead. Set by Newell. Little miscommunication there between Pana and Hintz. You know, we talked about too, right? Some new faces in some new places, and that's just, it's going to take time. You got to communicate. Newell set. Timeout Trojans. Coach Asegard uses one of her 2 timeouts here. Scores 11-3. Lakers have run off 9 straight points. Lakers come out of the timeout. I must say I'm very impressed with Coach Solom over there, just how she's handling all this. Homecoming's never easy. And knowing Rachel, if you do know Rachel, Rachel gets nervous, but she's not showing it here. So it's fun to see her grow up and become the coach that she is. All right, Thielen serving still for the Lakers. And that is an ace for Haley Thielen. Lakers now lead 12-3. Set by Hintz. Newell back to Hintz. Jones to Thielen. Gunderson from the back into the net. Point Trojans. She hasn't mishit many balls tonight, so when that happens, it's sort of a rarity. We'll see what Mulcahy comes in to serve. Set. Dig by Gray to Newell. Sets up Hintz. Gunderson to Jones. And that was outside of the pole. So point goes to the Trojans there. The score is 12-5. Elizabeth Mulcahy serving. Thielen. Jones. Good action at the net there. Point Lakers. Now serving for the Lakers is Riley Johnson. And that's another ace for the Lakers here. Scores 14-5. Johnson serve. Good dig by Gray. Sets up Haft. Good spot by Haft. Felt people move up, and she pushed it right over the top of him. Scores 14-6. Auburn Hintz to serve for the Trojans. It's gotten a little quiet in here. Fans. The DL's fans are standing. Barnesville's are sitting. Need some energy in here if the Trojans are going to make a rally. Newell sets. Good read by Amelia. Point goes to the Trojans. Subbing in for the Trojans is number 11, Paige Brayton. For number 8, Macy Pana. Hintz's serve. Sails out of bounds. Point Lakers. Subbing into the game is number 4, Ava Foster, for number 10, Auburn Hintz. DL serve sails out of bounds. Daggett's serve went out. Point Trojans. Kennedy Gray to serve. Good dig there. Jones sets it. Gunderson. Foster gave good effort there, but that ball sails out of bounds. Point Lakers. Number 11, Logan Fredrickson in for Haley Thielen. Addie Wills serve sails out of bounds. Score is 16-9. Okay, Bella Snowball subbing in for Elizabeth Mulcahy. Amelia Newell to serve. And that is an ace by Amelia Newell. Took a little bit off that serve. Went right over the net. Point Trojans. Trojans on a mini rally here. The score is 16-11. Amelia Newell is still serving. That kill went to Abby John. Gunderson with the kill. As I said before, she's just had the Trojans' number here. She's had the answer for any rally from Barnesville. Ava Jones to serve. Snowball with the save. Great effort by Foster to get it over there. Set by Jones. Fredrickson's kill sails out of bounds. Subbing in for the Trojans. Number 10, Auburn Hintz for Ava Foster. Number 8, Macy Pana for number 11, Paige Brayton. Macy Pana to serve with the Lakers leading 17-12 here in the third set. Thielen to Jones. And that's a kill by Riley Johnson. Score is now 18-12 with Gunderson to serve. Grace Gunderson with another ace. I'm not a broken record. Said that many times tonight, and you can see that with her serve. Newell set to Hintz. Good dig there by Jones. Gunderson from the back row. Newell. Kennedy Gray. Pana from the back row. Thielen. There it is. Helena Daggett. It's just that little tap sometimes that just throws the defense off. Scores 20-12 here in the third set. Gunderson to serve. Gray's return. Newell sets up Hintz. And that's a kill by Auburn Hintz. Point Trojans. Scores 20-13. Abby John to serve. Serve goes into the net. That is a point to Detroit Lakes. Kennedy Gray back in for Abby. Got multiple subs here for DL. Number 8 in for number 3. So Sophie, Kalina in for Helena Daggett, and a couple other subs. Thielen to serve. Pana to Newell. Hintz gets it over. Jones sets up Johnson. Johnson finds that soft spot again. Nice play by Riley Johnson. Her 4th kill of the night. Scores 22-13. Thielen. Not sure what the issue was there. Newell with the set. Snowball. Set by Jones. It's going to sail out of bounds. The score is now 23-13. Kill there by Addie Wills. Thielen to serve again. Newell with the set. The ball sails out. Point Trojans. Mulcahy to sub in for Bella Snowball. Elizabeth Mulcahy to serve for the Trojans. Lakers leading 23-14 here in the 3rd set. Gunnarsson sets to Jones. We got a net violation. Point Trojans. 23-15. And that's a kill by Addie Wills. We are now at match point. The score is 24-15 here with Riley Johnson to serve. Gray from the back row. Set by Jones. Blocked by Lexi Haft, I believe. Point Trojans. Score is 24-16 with Auburn Hintz to serve here. DL is at match point. Trojans need a rally. And that's an ace by Auburn Hintz. 24-17. Addie Wills gets it over. Lexi Haft, set by Newell, over to Pana. Oh, good play by DL, and there it is, folks. That's sports. The ball takes a funny bounce sometimes, and that'll do it here tonight. Lakers take set 3, 25-17, and win the match 3-0 over the Barnesville Trojans. As I said before, this broadcast stuff is a work in progress. We're going to keep working at it. We're going to keep trying new things. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I promise you it will get better.